There is a path that so few travel, it feels like a secret. It's not. It's God's gift. But it doesn't just happen. So many won't step in all the way. They get stuck looking into God's beauty, but never walking totally in. Some look back, but looking forward is to begin to live in it. It begins here, stepping into a change that comes in a wave, God's perfect wave that washes you from the inside. It can be difficult at first to push against the tide, and so many will stop. Because as you go deeper, the waves get bigger and the tide grows stronger, but it brings even more cleansing. If you keep going, after all that pushing, through all of that struggle, one day you open your eyes to find yourself surrounded by peaceful waters. You can give yourself over to it, lying peacefully, allowing the water to hold you up. And if you stay there, even through the storms, God gives you more strength. He makes you aware that each storm is temporary, and if you let it, you will be completely changed, so that everyone around you will see and will want to be part of. And you will overflow with excitement to share. You may not understand it at first. It looks like such a big ocean, so much water with so many waves. So that first step is in faith. Turn on your music, raise your arms, and worship. The wave is on its way. Worship is your emotional expression as you acknowledge and celebrate God's power and perfection in your gratitude. Worship will lead you into a life of peace where you are supernaturally resting in God's perfect will. In this supernatural peace, your love grows for Him. It becomes stronger and stronger, and then total reverence and adoration brings you to a life of desperation as you become more and more aware of your need for God's help, His intervention, and His presence in every moment of your day and night. Then the value of your belief in Him begins to guide how you live and work. Your value of God in your life influences how you think, how you behave, and how you make decisions. And His worth becomes the most important part of your life, and you realize there is no way to do life without Him. I think the most important part of this wave is that you now begin each day with expectation, a deep confidence and knowing that God will show up in healing, in power, and strength for whatever we are seeking and walking through that day. And when we expect Him to show up, we see His presence in our everyday. He shows Himself. He walks beside us. He takes us through the fire with not even the smell of smoke. He calms us so that we can hear His whisper. His presence brings righteousness because He will not show up where there is sin. He gives us grace when we fall because we will. But His presence gives us power to overcome. His presence is everything. His presence gives us courage to seek His perfect will and to obey. His presence causes us to become humble, gives us compassion and a conviction that nothing will stop us from accomplishing His will. His presence makes us believe that all things are possible, and you are forever changing, forever worshiping, forever adoring, forever valuing, forever expecting. It's all about Him. He changes everything, and it begins in you. Remember, you are always under God's hand, so every Ugh day is a hug day.